This week, anti-racist speaker Dr. Bettina came to speak at all-school meeting. Here are reporters Seth Wolpowitz and Tina Zeng with the story.
Thank you. According to her website, BettinaLove.com, our ASM speaker this week, Dr. Bettina Love, is an award-winning author, a professor at the University of Georgia, and one of her field's most respected researchers. Her bio states that her works in writing, research, teaching, and activism meet at an intersection of race, education, abolition, and Black joy.
Dr. Love co-founded the Abolitionists Teaching Network, ATN, this year, which seeks to teach everyday people, like parents and teachers, how to fight injustice within their schools and communities, as well as provide support along the way.
She has spoken on a range of topics, including abolitionist teaching, anti-racism, hip-hop education, Black girlhood, queer youth, hip-hop feminism, art-based education, as well as issues of diversity and inclusion.
This past week, Dr. Love spoke at ASM to the student body about Black joy and how it is a vital aspect of anti-racism. She put particular emphasis on Black culture and the influence it has on hip-hop. After Dr. Love's insightful ASM, we asked some students to give their thoughts on Dr. Love's presentation.
The students we interviewed this week generally agreed that this week's ASM topic was timely and informative. Here is EVELYN Darling 23 on what she learned this week.
So this was the first time that I was really introduced to, I guess, the general importance of bringing joy to the focus of these conversations. And honestly, I'm a little surprised that I had not realized that sooner, because it makes so much sense.
One of the students we interviewed, Chase Rangers, class of 22, spoke about how the presentation impacted his thoughts on Black culture, hip-hop, and anti-racism.
What we should really be doing is understanding the value of Black culture and how that's pretty integral to American society as a whole. A lot of the mainstream, pop culture and stuff like that it's based on Black culture. So I think we need to start appreciating that and realize just how, fundamental to our society that culture is.
And ELEANOR DEHOOG 24 told us what she learned and how this connected back to her life in Louisiana.
I learned a lot, especially about how music nowadays that is hip-hop, for example, or rap, is often taken from traditional African music. And I come from New Orleans, and they have Mardi Gras every year. So I really found it interesting when Dr. Love played some of the songs in the assembly, because in New Orleans it sounds exactly like that at Mardi Gras, and I honestly could not tell the difference, and I really had no idea that that music originally came from Africa.
We also asked students how they felt about remote ASMs this year. EVELYN describes the difference between these remote ASMs and in-person ones last year.
I think that the school did a really good job with this virtual ASM and last week's virtual ASM. I think there's definitely, it's always nice to be in the chapel and have that sense of community and closeness with everyone there. But of course, due to the circumstances, that will not be possible. So, but aside from that, I think they did a really good job.
Unlike Darling, DEHOOG has not experienced in-person ASM. Here she is describing that experience.
Disadvantage, being a junior or a freshman, I think it's just kind of sad to miss out on ASM, but hopefully one day next year or later on this year we'll be able to meet in person.
This is Tina Zeng
and Seth Wolpowitz reporting.